Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. What I'm going to cook today is going to be these little hamburger patties that I'm going to use as hamburger steaks I'm going to use these in place of the cube steak because this is going to be another 30-minute meal. And I don't have time to wait for the cube steak to get all soft and, get past that graininess where it's not so chewy. So, okay, so sometimes what I do so that I don't have to wait and I can get a tender smothered steak type deal is that I go ahead and use these pre-made patties. I got these at Food City, so they should be in most every grocery store, I would imagine. If not, just patch you some hamburger meat out. This is like the 80-20 lean, so just get you some hamburger meat and pat it out. They're probably about, let's see, about half inch thick. And you can make them thicker if you do your own, so that would be the good thing. Is that you can make them as thick as you want to. And I bought 3 packs. So that's 3 in each one. That's 9 for the 4 of us. So, and a good thing, just look how little that one is. They cheated me, but it's all good. It's still at least 2 a piece. So. And so I'm going to have some beans, pinto beans, but I got a trick for y'all on that too. But I'm going to have some beans with it and some sliced potatoes. And all of this is going to be out of the can. And y'all probably say, this girl used more canned food, but that's why I can get it done in 30 minutes or less. So, hey. Just roll with it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I already opened up my beans. So this is, I like Bush's brand, and these are the chili beans, and these are the medium hot. They're not hot, they're medium. So those are the medium heat. But we use these, we like these because they're already flavored up as opposed to just eating regular pinto beans. I much rather have that flavor, and if I do pinto beans, I'm putting all the stuff in it anyway to flavor it up. So I learned a long time ago to just do the chili beans and be done with it. And we enjoy it. So, and all I put in that is probably like 2 little slices of butter. So this one is almost gone, so I'm just gonna get a big chunk off of there and put that in there. But that's really all you need. You don't need any salt. You don't need anything else. I mean, you can put black pepper, I guess, or whatever you want. You could add some jalapenos. You could add some bell pepper. You can make it your own. Okay, so for the meat, I'm only going to do onion powder and black powder because I'm going to be using this Lipton onion soup mix. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use, I already got this open, so a can of mushroom soup. And so make like a little gravy to go over it. But first I'm going to brown them on each side over here. And I'm going to batter them just a little bit in some cornstarch. So that, here I go with this black pepper. Lord, McCormick's and this black pepper. Get me sneezing every time. I should just put a mask on. So I know you're thinking, no salt? No, because this meat to me takes flavoring really quick and really easy. And that Lipton soup mix is salty, and that cream of mushroom is salty. So I'm going to bring the salt back into it that way. You don't want it over salted. And being that I'm making this meal like around 1:30, somewhere around in there, this meat will get a chance to sit in that gravy for a little bit and soak up some of that flavor and soak up some of that salt. So we're good. Okay, so Lord, I think I'll just use this bowl to kind of batter these in. Let's get some oil in there. These are going to be like quick browning, so not a lot of oil, but a whole lot of heat. And while it's getting hot, I'll go ahead and batter some of these. They don't have to be coated, like, you know, don't overly coat them. We're just trying to get a little brownness on there and use this cornstarch to thicken up the gravy once we get it on there. Ooh, I got flour everywhere. That's all good. Oh, I said flour. Oh, I got cornstarch everywhere. I just thought about that. clean up a little bit here. I'm going to speak something into existence here. One of these days, I'm going to have a bigger kitchen. And it's not going to be long. I'm going to have a bigger kitchen, and I can record my cooking sessions in a much better way. But right now, I'm going to use what I got until the Lord bless me with more. That's how it works, guys. I'm sorry, that one a little bit more. A little bit more on that side. Okay, so these are going to go in the oven. But before I put them in the oven, I'm going to make my gravy up to go over it. Okay. And you can do this if you don't want to use the Lipton onion soup mix. You can do just a brown gravy in there with the cream of mushroom. I got a half a cup of water, but I'm just going to add it a little bit at a time. Because I may not do the whole half a cup. And don't have your heat up too high. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit more of the water. A little bit more water. Okay, my cream and mushroom is going in. Okay. Mix that together. Okay. Use my Okay, I'm not going to make it any thinner than that because, and it's about gravy consistency, because that meat is going to cook some more water out of it and oils out of it, so I'm not going to make it any thinner because I don't want it to flavor watered down. Now, if you like to add other stuff to your meat, you could get you like your hot pan going and put some onions in there and peppers and saute them, and then just put that right over the top. Put your onions and peppers right over the top. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I feel like I've gotten a lot of onions in this week, so I'm not going to do that today. Okay, I'm going to put these on the bottom rack. I have my oven set to 380. You can set yours to 375 or whatever, 400, whatever temp you want, but mine is on 380. And I'm going to leave them probably at least a good 30 minutes. Turn my beans up a little bit. Okay, so now Let's see. I'm gonna do my potatoes, and these are just sliced canned potatoes. I've already opened everything, so I don't know if you can see it, but this is a Great Value brand from Walmart. Drain the water off. Now I can hold it there. Drain the water off. Okay, onion powder again. Black pepper. Oh, why is it coming off? Okay. Okay, let me get my cream of chicken because I put it back in the other room by mistake. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my cream of chicken. And I'm going to heat this up too to make it or it'll pour more. I may have to bring those back out and put them in a bowl and mix them. Because I don't think it's more in there than I thought was going to be in there. So I don't think I'm going to be able to stir them up in that pan. So I'm going to get a big bowl out and dump my potatoes over in there so that I can stir them up. Turn that heat way down. So we got some milk, probably 1/4 cup. This is my kind of made up version of an au gratin potato because I never did like the flavor of them. And so I just started using cream of chicken or cream of mushroom or cream of celery in it with cheese and stuff. So I just like that version better. I don't even really know what they be doing to the au gratin. But the couple of times I had it way back in the beginning stages of my marriage, I didn't like it. Something about the flavor was kind of off to me or something. I don't know. So I just call this a potato casserole. And that just reminded me I have some green onions. So they are definitely going in here. So I have some more of this hickory smoked cheddar cheese. So I want to put some in there. This cream of chicken is wanting to pop out of this pan today, so be careful, guys, about your heat. And then that's just mild cheddar, regular mild cheddar. Okay, a little bit more milk. Maybe another quarter cup. You don't want it runny. Still want some thickness to it, but where it kind of has a pour consistency, like you can pour it. Overemphasizing my words today, probably every day. Okay, so just pour that over those potatoes. That's your cream of chicken and your cheese of choice. Whatever cheese you want to use, just put it in there. Now I'm going to tell you, if you had some of those French's fried onions, you could crush a little of those in there, and that would be good. But for me, the cheese is enough. But today, I'm going to put some green onions in here. Because I have them. And because I want to. Because I like them. Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to get carried away with it though. So let's use 3 good sized ones. Wash those off a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to use my kitchen shears. My clean kitchen shears, guys. Okay, so I cut the bad part of that tip off with my kitchen shears, and then I'm going to cut the bottom of the root area off. Pull off any bad part down there. Okay. Now, just cut them up or chop them up and put them in there. I'm mostly going for the green part today. I don't even know how long we've been going here. Oh, it looks like a little past 30 minutes, but we're good. Okay, just mix that in there. Well, transfer your potatoes back to your pan. Let me turn that off. Okay, so I put that in the oven along with my meat. Still 380 is good. So I put this in. I'm going to put it on the top rack because I want that to kind of start browning a little bit. But once it's in there for a little while, I come back and add the cheese to the top of it and melt it down last. But I want that to kind of like just get kind of gooey or whatever it's gonna do. Browned up a little bit and to just come together for a little bit. So I will show you guys the end result in just a little bit. I'm gonna let it all cook. Okay, I took the meat out, and then I bumped the temp up to 400, and my potatoes are still in there, but I'm about to add my cheese to the top of the potatoes. So there's the meat smothered, and the mushroom gravy. Okay. Beans are ready back here. They're looking good. They're hot and steamy, and they're ready back here. And I'm gonna add this cheese. Let me do this. Mix it up a little bit because I'm gonna still put some of that smoke in there. So I'll use the rest of that. Okay. Toss that around a little bit. That would be really good if you had some Ritz crackers to go on top of, like mix it in there with the cheese. I've never eaten these potatoes that way, but I bet that's good. I will be coming back with this recipe and doing it in a different way at some point in time, so I'll make sure it's not hot from earlier. I'm just gonna take it out and bring it up here so you can see what I'm doing. And they don't, I mean, you can leave them in there until they brown. I usually just let it brown around the edges. And this could have really gone some more, but I need to move on. This was, well, technically this can be a 30-minute meal, but when you're doing it as demonstration, it takes a little bit longer because, especially if I use the oven method, but it takes a little bit longer when you're demonstrating because you have to slow down and show step by step. But technically, with the oven, it's going to be more than 30 minutes, but if you were just doing that meat on the top and then make up your gravy to smother it in, then you would have been done. The potatoes would have been in the oven as I was doing the meat, and so I would have been bringing the potatoes out when the meat got finished. So that would have been 30 minutes. But since I was demonstrating, I kind of broke it down a little bit more. But you get the gist of it. You can definitely make this a 30-minute meal. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in the oven on the top rack, just long enough for that cheese to melt down and brown up a little bit. So 10 minutes should be. Depends on your oven, but 10 minutes should be brown. Okay, so my potatoes are still in the oven, and what I did is I switched it from 400 degrees on bake to broil to get the top of it browned, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of paprika on the top of it. I don't want that to burn up. So I'm going to stay here with it. Ooh. Okay, this thing is good and bubbly. Oh yeah. Nice and brown, nice and brown. So let's turn that off. Get it up here. Okay. Got our paprika on there. Not much left in that. Okay, so that's it on the potato casserole, or you can say your own version of scalloped potatoes, or however you want to look at it. But the meat is too hot, which is good. I have to, in about an hour, I have to go and get my son. Well, a little bit less than an hour. He gets off in an hour, so I have to leave here soon to go and get my son from work. So I think I will have time to get a bite to eat in. Wish I could kind of let that cool a little bit. The potatoes. I don't want that big thick one. I don't like all that bean juice running everywhere. Not too much. I like a little bit. This would have been great to have been able to have some cornbread with it, or cornbread muffins, but I didn't want to get into that today. Not today. I think I had mozzarella cheese I could have put in there. I can just think of a lot of things to add to these potatoes. They are so good. You can have these in place of macaroni and cheese when you don't want to take the time to make mac and cheese. Okay, so there it is, guys. Got my smothered meat, pintos, my chili bean pintos, and my potatoes. All right. So this can be a quick meal, like I said. See how much more tender they are. Oh yeah. Trust me. Do not put the salt. If you put the salt, you're gonna mess it up. Just save it and get your salt from your Lipton soup mix and your cream of mushroom. Oh guys, okay. I'm ready for an early dinner. It's like 2:02. I have to go and get him at 3. So I have just enough time here to get this down. Sorry if I'm smacking, but it's good. Get this down and go and get him from work. Okay guys, this is one you got to go and do today, or at least tomorrow. Get your stuff, do it tomorrow. It's quick, it's easy, and it's delicious. All right, I will see y'all next time. Bye.